The night was torn apart by fire as the alien swarm descended on Nova City, the last human stronghold of a dying Earth. The air trembled with explosions and the ground burned with the weight of defeat. Commander Ryan stood atop the shattered wall, staring into the endless sky, where a thousand ships glowed like falling suns. He whispered to himself, "This is not the end, this is the moment they will never forget." His soldiers were tired, broken, wounded, but their eyes still burned with something the aliens could never understand: hope against reason, courage without logic, and a madness called humanity. Across the sky, the alien fleet commander Vorn watched through glassy eyes. He had crushed dozens of species without effort, yet something about these humans felt wrong. They did not surrender. They rose again every time they fell. The first blast hit the walls like thunder, but Ryan did not flinch. He raised his rifle and shouted for Nova, for the children of Earth, for the dream that will not die. The soldiers screamed as one and charged into the storm of light and fire. Plasma bolts rained down like meteor showers. The aliens advanced in perfect formation, but the humans fought with chaos and passion like fire dancing through the storm. Every street turned into a battleground. Men and women fought side by side, using weapons made from broken machine stones. Even bare hands, they screamed louder than the thunder, refusing to kneel even when the sky itself seemed to fall. Vorn watched the chaos unfold and said to his lieutenant, "They should have given up long ago." But the lieutenant replied, "They fight for something we cannot see." Ryan led his troops through the ruins, smoke around him, fire lighting his face like a ghost of hope. He saw a child crying beside the remains of a burned building. He lifted the boy and said, "You will live for us all. Remember this moment and fight someday too." Then he placed the boy in a shelter and turned back toward the front line. The alien machines marched forward, glowing green eyes and metallic claws, tearing the city apart, but the humans struck from every shadow like spirits of vengeance. Ryan climbed a tower, carrying the blue and white flag of Earth. The cloth burned at the edges, yet still it waved above the smoke as men looked up and cheered, and for a single heartbeat the battlefield froze, as even the aliens stopped to watch that impossible sight. Vorn gave the order to fire every cannon on the human tower, but Ryan smiled as the sky turned white. He had already activated the ancient reactor. Buried below the city, his voice echoed through the radio, saying, "We do not die today, we become eternal light." The explosion was like a second sunrise. Fire brighter than dawn consumed the world. The alien ships shattered their metal, melting into rivers of flame. The shockwave swept across the planet and silence followed. Hours later, the ruins of Nova City lay under ash. Vorn crawled from his broken ship, armor scorched, face filled with disbelief, and there standing before him was Ryan, his body burned, his armor cracked, but his eyes still shining with life. Vorn raised his weapon, but could not fire. He asked, "Why do you fight when nothing remains?" And Ryan whispered, "Because this is who we are." Then Ryan felt the flag dropped beside him, fluttering over ashes. Vorn stood alone among the ruins, looking at the flag and feeling something. Centuries passed and new worlds rose among the stars. Alien travelers spoke of the world that burned but never bowed. They said the humans destroyed themselves to keep their light alive, and every young species that learned the story felt a strange pull in their hearts, a reminder of what courage truly means. For even when the stars forget our names, they will still remember our fire. For that is what it means to be human.